This video is about a favorite subject flat earthers have, the moon landings and the pictures. Let's start. In this video I will focus on Apollo 17, the mission that took the iconic blue marble picture. On Apollo 17 there were a number of cameras of different models. I will focus on the 4 Hasselblad cameras they had with them and the picture they took with them. Hasselblad is a Swedish brand which make me, as a Swede, a little extra proud that many of the iconic NASA pictures was taken with these. I also own several Hasselblad cameras, so I know them well. They had 4 Hasselblad 500 EL cameras and 23 magazines of film. A total of 3,584 images was taken, 1,645 in black and white and 1,939 in color. Due to the weight the cameras were left on the moon, they only brought the magazines back to Earth. You often hear flat Earth fanatics saying that they didn't have the time to take all these pictures. Of these 3,584 photos, 2,078 was taken on the surface. The cameras had a motor and could take 2 pictures per second. I will return to this later in this video. Manipulating picture is nothing new. People in power had used it for propaganda for a very long time. Joseph Stalin is a great example of this. If you lost confidence in a person who was near him, he often killed them, but he also erased them from photos. Here you see one of many examples. This is a picture from when Russia marched in to Berlin May 45, but it's staged. It wasn't taken the day they marched in, and they have erased some things in it. The officer you see down right, on his arms he had several watches, and in war they took watches from their enemies, and this was erased afterwards. Most of us have the tools to manipulate pictures. We have good programs and computers so we can do it. But the equipment isn't all. You need to have the knowledge and the skill to do it. But how did they do it back when Apollo 17 was at the moon? On Apollo 17 they used negative film, black and white and color. To get the best results, if you want to manipulate those pictures, you work on the negative. As you see on this picture, he's working on a bigger negative than you have on that Hasselblad. On the Hasselblad cameras you had 6 to 6 centimeters or 6.5 to 10 centimeters. To get a convincing result, you have to be a very skilled artist. You're working with a very small object and you need to know about light, colors and so on. And you're working on a negative, so the bright parts are dark and the way around for the dark parts, that's the light parts in the negative. The original negatives are archived and can be looked at, and it's easy to determine if they manipulated. This is a series of picture taken when the rover was turning, and then they was stitched together. But is this CGI? Here you see 4 pictures stitched together. And why did they do this? Just because to give a broader angle and get it more in one picture. But is this fake? Is it CGI? No, it's not. It's not a secret that they did this with pictures to get a better view of the moon. Here is a contact sheet from some pictures from the Apollo 17. Here you can see a series of pictures taken in sequence. This is easy to analyze, it's easy to look at each photo and see the lights and everything, and it's a very hard thing to fake, especially if you consider the techniques they had back in the 70s when these pictures was taken. If you take this picture as example, it's easy to use it to prove that it's a real picture. It's a well-known fact when it was taken, exactly where on the moon, and so on. So using where the sun was, you can measure the shadows and so on, and it would be very hard to fake this in a studio, or if you took and manipulate the negatives, it would be a hard or impossible thing to do. The flags on the moon, often flat earth fanatics try to use as the proof that the pictures are fake. But if you take a closer look on the flag, here you can see it clearly. They have a support at the top of the flag, so it don't hang straight down, because you have no winds and so on the moon, so a flag can behave as on Earth. This is an interesting picture. Look at the half Earth in the top. But flat earthers say that's fake. All the pictures from this expedition and all the information is very easy to find online, and it's free to use. But I don't think flat earthers are interested in looking in the real material. And one thing I think flat earthers will defend themselves with is, I'm not allowed to see the originals, the negatives. Of course, they don't let everyone handle the negatives. They priceless. So I don't think they let a flat earth fool look at them to prove that the earth is flat. It's not worth it. I hope you did find this short video about Apollo 17 and the images interesting. As the ending of this video, I will play Andrew Clark's latest video. Please subscribe to him. I will be back soon, and it will be more material soon about images, faking images, and how to get better pictures. Have a nice day. Bye.
This conspiracy, it's boring me. It's absolutely insane. If there's no gravity and just buoyancy, well, that doesn't work without gravity. but you know that, don't you? You say space is fake and there's a big glass jar, but none of you can agree with what's really there. But do you even care? 'Cause it's just about feeling like you're important as an air. And there's some that say there's a big ice wall and Australia isn't real, and the sun's quite close and the moon's a ball, and we trust them to tie their own shoes. And they want us to take them seriously. Take them seriously. This conspiracy, it's boring me. It's absolutely insane. If you can't believe what we all see, then there's nothing a song can say to make you question your own